so welcome back to the video class. So on this video we're going to decorate the cover. So I was saving these two sheets here for my cover. I think this will look really nice for the back cover, and then this for the front. I love the family, the little animals, but we are going to alter this a little bit. So we are going to start first by doing some fussy cutting. So I'm gonna take this part here that says family. We are just going to go like this because I want this to be part of the layout. There is gonna be kind of like over place on top. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut all of this here. Okay, so I'm just leaving a little bit of a border around, so I don't have to cut so detailed on it here. Okay, and I'm just gonna go straight here because I don't know how small or big I want this to be. I just know I want this to be kind of like on top here, so I might have to center this and just cut it on the sides. But now let's place this piece, and I do want this to be lower, so I think I'm just gonna trim this paper right here. So let's bring the cutter, and okay, let's put this here to the side. I'm not gonna work on that yet, and let's keep that over here. Okay, so I'm going to trim this one maybe like at the end of the, oops, let's make some room. Okay, cut it right by the squirrel over here. Okay, so that's gonna go like that. Now I do want to center these. So this is going to be 9 3/4, which is about here. So I'm just going to see if it always helps if you have your ruler and then kind of see how much spacing you have from this image here and how much spacing you have over there. So I think this should be fine. Okay, so we're gonna cut that one, and now we're just gonna measure 9 3/4 on this side. Okay, so it's pretty center, I think. Okay, so let's go ahead and ink this up. So here we have this piece, and then so when we place this over here, what I'm thinking is I want the whole thing that says family, so I might just cut all of that and make this kind of like come up a little bit and just be placed like this instead of lining up the bottom of this piece here. Okay, so maybe even if we, okay, let's just trim this down, I guess. So I'm just gonna take all that void space out. Okay, before I glue this, put that right over here. Yeah, so if we just cut it straight here, we're still covering the owl, so I want this to come higher a little bit. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut over here along the top also. Just gonna follow the pattern of the image. Just go around. So I'm going to glue this first piece down. Okay, so we're just gonna glue this, and I'm going to put this right here like that. Okay, now this is going to go on top, and I do want this to kind of go up and come up from the top of the book, but there's these two little spaces here on the side that you kind of see the white, so I'm going to use just a little bit of this to cover just that little corner here, so you won't see much of this, but just to kind of make sure we don't have a void space, we're just gonna put that right there. Yeah, so it will mostly be covered. So let's add that. I should have a couple of these little pieces. Yeah, so put that right here. So now I'm going to ink all around this, and I'm going to glue this down onto my heavyweight cardstock, and then I'm just gonna cut all around it again. So so here I have the piece that I just finished cutting, and then I also have some of the chipboard that we saved from the cover. So I'm going to go ahead and glue my chipboard so we can add some volume to our little family sign here. So I'm going to maybe layer 2 pieces of chipboard. So I have one, and then I'm just gonna glue this here. Okay, and then we're going to glue this down. Okay, so I'm just gonna put that right there and press down. Look how cute. Okay, so I just love these already. Okay, so that's gonna be there. Super cute. Okay, so that's gonna be the front, and then we're gonna add our chipboard elements and decorate a little bit more. But for now, let's go ahead and do the back piece. So the back is going to be, I think I'm just gonna cut this here, and this is going to be 7 3/4. So probably gonna have to cut a little bit here, but maybe I can go down a little. Okay, let's see. Okay, so that, and then 7 3/4 will cut a little bit of that. I think I'm okay with that, so I'm just gonna cut right there. And then again, we're gonna do this at 9 3/4, and let's just see how we're gonna cut. Okay, so I think that should be good right there. We'll cut it here. 9 3/4. Okay, so that's gonna be our back, and we're just going to ink. So now for the spine, I'm going to use this piece here. I'm just gonna cut some of the top, maybe right here, and then we're going to cut this at 7 3/4, and then this is going to be by 1 3/4. So I'm just gonna cut that right here. Okay. And let's see. Okay, so now I'm just going to ink this piece and glue this down. Okay, so now I'm going to use my ephemera, and I want to add more detail to this cover that is already beautiful, but I think we can make it just a little bit more special. So I was kind of overimposing the same creatures, the same animals, and lucky for us, they are the same size, which makes it really perfect because we can add just a little bit more volume if we just simply play with adding the elements on top. But also I want to add more of a Christmassy type of scene, so I was thinking maybe putting like the house, Christmas house here, and then we can, I know it looks silly, but then we can put him on top right there, and we're not really losing the design. And same thing with like the Christmas tree. I know I want a Christmas tree somewhere over here, so maybe we can put the Christmas tree right there, and then we can put this one right in there again, or even just move it more. I'm just gonna play with that. And then we have the lamp, so we can put that somewhere like this, and just gonna make the scene here again. I think that looks so cute, so we're just gonna play with that. This little guy I'm just gonna put back in the center. And then I have this other house. I don't think I have room for the other house, so one house is okay. And then the Merry Christmas, we can probably add that right there too. And then we have the squirrel. This one is facing the other way, so maybe not that one. And then we have our flowers. We can add some of the flowers. We also have the chipboard pieces that said let us know. I think I don't think I'm gonna put this on the cover, so maybe we can put it somewhere inside the book. So just a lot of little pieces here that we can play with. So we can probably put that, move this up, move this down, and then this little guy like back in there. That looks so cute. Okay, and let's see, something else for this side. Maybe we can put some presents. Okay, I want to use this one, but I don't know how to fit this here, so maybe we'll use that one. But yeah, so I think something like this looks really cute, so I'm just gonna start gluing. Oh my gosh, this one's so cute. I'm just gonna start gluing some of these. Oh my goodness, they're just so cute. Okay, a lot of little things in there, so I'm gonna start gluing this one down, so this one can go right on the same place, and then I do want to add this. Okay, so we can put that here first, and then we can put the house. And we're gonna cover him, but we're gonna put him right back. So just gonna put the house here. Going to finish up by adding some of these flowers here, so I'm just gonna put some of these flowers over here just to add a little bit of color back there, and then some more over on this side. Okay, so we're gonna put that. And those look really cute, and then maybe just one more right here. Okay, and I think that's gonna be it for the cover. Maybe some of these. No. Oh, and then I was looking at this little bow to place maybe over here or somewhere over here. I think that would be cute. And yeah, and then I think I'm gonna just use the rest of these on the inside of the book. They're all just so pretty. Okay. Oh, and then for the spine, I do want to pick something for the spine as well. So I'm just gonna glue this little bow. I found this little bunny. I think this one's gonna look really cute if we just kind of place him somewhere back here, because it looks like this little guy is looking over this way. So I think that would be so cute. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put him right back there. Super cute. I love how this turned out. So I'm gonna wait for this to dry, and then we're gonna add some of our ephemera on the inside of the book. Now we're just gonna decorate the inside a little bit more. So I went ahead and cut this piece here at 7.5 by 1 3/4, and we're gonna glue this piece here on the inside of the spine. I also went ahead and ink the sides already, so we are just ready to glue. I'm just gonna place this right here, and I love how it's like a light blue that turns into a darker blue, because like I said, this is like the daytime and then this is the nighttime, and this is kind of like in between the two colors. Okay, so now I was thinking maybe putting the little house right here because it fits perfect right there. So we're just gonna glue this piece right here. Okay, and then I have some of my chipboard pieces that I wanted to just kind of glue and dress up these two pages a little more. So I have the moon, just gonna put that one right there. Then over here we have the animals that are all sleeping, they're so cute, and then over here they're awake, but I'm missing a few guys here, so maybe we can put this one flying. He's bringing the letter to Santa, so I'm gonna glue this little guy up here, kind of flying. I have another one flying, but maybe just one is enough right there. What else we have? Oh, we have this other little bunny. He's so cute, just sitting. So I'm gonna add right there this one. We have the mailbox, so maybe we can put the mailbox somewhere over here. I think I'm just gonna put it right there. Okay, so that could go right here. Let's just hold that. Okay. We have this little guy. You can put that one there. Okay, so on this side we can probably put the light post just to dress this up a little bit more. Okay. Let's glue this little bit here. Okay, and then we have more cute little sleepy animals. This one's so cute. Maybe we can put that one right there. No, this one is the same, so maybe some of these I'll just save for the inside of the book. Oh, we can put this guy here too. Okay, I'm just gonna put this one's awake, so this one goes on this side of the book right there. And then we just have ornaments, and we have sentiments. We have some presents here. I probably won't put this one. And then just looking over on this side, we have some flowers, like little flowers. Maybe we can put some of those flowers here, just to add a little bit more here. Okay, so we're just gonna glue some of these little flowers down here. Okay, so let's just put that. And then this one. Another one right there. Okay. Put this one over here. And there you go. So now I'm just gonna finish up adding my paper. I'm probably gonna be using some coordinating paper. I'm thinking maybe some blue. Oh, I'm gonna put this ornament up here. you go. I'm just going to finish up adding some of these on the inside. I'm gonna finish adding paper on some of these white spaces. I do have quite a few pieces here, but like these are mainly things that I'm going to cut apart and add. So these are good to add on the inside of the pages, so that way we don't add more bulk to the layouts. A lot of different cut aparts here, and then even more little flowers. We can even use this as a background page, I think. And so yeah, so you guys might have already seen by now the final walkthrough, but I'm gonna be working on that. And I want to thank you guys so much for being part of the class. I hope that you enjoy making this book with me, and I hope that you like this collection. I think this is so cute, and I absolutely love how this turned out. So I want to thank you guys so much for being part of the class, and I will see you on the next one.